But it was also funny because watching these people, one of their players just up in the middle of the game decides to start eating. The soldier just says like, basically like fuck the match, I'm gonna start eating. And it's great because you're trying to figure out like what mindset are you in that in the middle of a competitive match you just want to eat. You're like 5 minutes away from either winning or losing, but your food just so much better.
Food is pretty good.
Food is delicious. And goddamn, I love food. But I don't know if I would do that right in the middle of my match.
Okay, well, I think we're live. We have a basic plan for how we're going to do this. Um, and looks like we have some viewers going on here. 11. That's kind of fun. Um, I'll go ahead and roll the intro. We have Nighthawk, of course. He's going to be the cameraman and light commentary. That is a true picture of him. We have Finn the human. That is a true picture of him. And I'm Ninja Mukau. So say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey,
Can I get Nighthawk and I recorded this of me dancing. Can you get the picture of me dancing?
of you dancing?
Yeah, in my avatar. Is that too hard to do?
1 second.
All right.
I'm sorry, I didn't see my avatar. Am I a book bag?
So all I could find is this. All right.
Yeah. All right.
So let's get started.
Okay. There we go.
God, I'm a stylish merce.
we were talking a little bit. Spoilers. Finn did watch the match, and he had a kind of a funny place that he saw. And what were we going to go over the map first? I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, let's talk about the map a little bit. You guys stop me if I'm just talking too much or whatever. You still have your overlay on, so it's a little hard to see behind it.
Okay.
We're doing PL Upward. Everybody knows the PL Upward map, so maybe it's worthwhile to just discuss a little bit the strategies. Cap point 1, very easy to attack, very hard to defend. And usually, competitively, you try to waste people's time here and not wipe out. Because if your team wipes, then when you're defending it, then nothing good happens. They get to push it, and basically they get a free next point. Snipers can hang up top on the noob sniper area right there that you're kind of looking at. And I understand the feed's a little bit slow, but there's kind of a noob sniper place, a platform up there. And that's where you'll be sniping if you're a noob, however, easy to pick off from the spawn. A lot of times good snipers will be back on the hill and just watching for people kind of cresting over the steps area and getting the entire range, because as a sniper, right, you want to be as far back as possible so people don't even see you and then they die. Also, some classes can't even touch you. Basically, the only class that can touch you is a medic or a sniper or maybe a spy or a scout that works really hard to get behind your players. Usually there'll be a sentry here, usually level 3. I haven't seen good engineers run minis on this map. There's too many good places to set up level 3s. As soon as I cap that, there's a tunnel you can see it goes through. The hill is what I would call the number one thing that you need to worry about. The battle for the next cap is about the hill. If a team captures the hill, they're pretty much going to get it the next cap point. And maybe it'll make a liar out of me. But typically you put your classes that are your support classes, like maybe an engineer or a scout, and you keep on, maybe a spy, but probably not even your spy. You keep on pushing the cart with a good X2, X3. But you really have to capture that hill. Everybody knows the the defending team probably isn't going to try to hold the hill. They're going to be on that step right by their spawn, and it's a little tricky to get them out of there. The map designers have given you a couple great ways to attack that. Look at that drop down window. You can get an Uber, you can be on top of them and in their face before you know it. You know, that's it. Next cap is the longest one. It has this big long, oh wow, I think we might have pushed into where they started.
It's fine.
Okay. The next portion of the map is going to be the longest one. You have to push that cart forever here, and you have a corner. The defending team has a height advantage, and they actually drop down. A lot of people don't do this in pubs. Can you actually go look at their spawn for defending? There's a drop down, and it goes ahead and so if you can go into the spawn, you can teach people how to get there faster. Wow, I'm going through walls. I'm kind of confused. No, not that drop down. Go back up into the spawn. You can actually end up almost right. Go up the steps. I'm sorry, a little bit slow. Up the steps, and to the right. Okay, turn right, turn right, turn right. No, no, there. Yes. No. This is hard because there's like a 5-minute delay. Go up the steps, and then you'll see that when you're on the battlements, now to your right. Go out all the way.
That little door.
Turn to the right. Turn to the right. There. That door closes after they cap that next to last point. No. You're going away from it. There's a way out. Okay, if you pretend you're a.
5 minutes left in the mission.
Wow, I wish I could steer. Yeah, go back to where you might put up a sentry there on that one little ledge where everybody puts sentries up, right at the spawn. This is hard. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now turn around.
We start. Okay, stop. Turn around. All the way around.
Second
all the way
door.
around. All the way around. It's behind you. There. That is the drop down. It's a shortcut. It gets you right to the.
You still don't see it.
I see it.
Okay, cool.
Well, let's go down that drop down. Show people how they're defending that spiral if they go here. Yeah, and there's this corner, and the heavy gets health. He gets go ahead and drop down, and now you can see how this is a really fast way for a defense to spawn to go and defend that next to last point.
Now, when did that get added? Because I've played this map quite a few times in pubs, and I've never, ever until this week noticed that drop down.
Yeah.
I don't think people look for it.
Like,
There's actually you can even. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I could have sworn it was never there. Because I've gone that way. That's the way I always go. And you think you'd notice a white and red door sticking out of the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, people are all saying that we're missing the match. It's all right. We're gonna go back. Don't pay attention to the scores and stuff. We're gonna go back and rewind.
It's okay. We stacked our TO.
Yeah. So anyways, you drop down there, and I think people don't notice it because then it closes off. As soon as you cap that, it closes off and no good anymore. Here's some pro strats. When you're playing, okay, so let's say we're defending the last point. Everybody knows where a sentry gun's pretty much going to be. It's going to be up top there, shooting down at somebody, maybe wrangled. There's across the way. There's actually a hold that. So if you get to the main last point. You see where you spawn, and then there's all the top area across from where you spawn. If you can get your whole, it is really hard in Highlander to cap that last point, because what happens is you're fighting. If you can go to the left, actually, because they're going to come up. They only have a couple options. They can come up a couple sets of stairs. If you cover them really well, they either need to use their Uber to get through that choke point to get up top there. And then they haven't got your sentry down. So turn to your left a little bit. This is the corridor that you fight in, because they're coming up from the left there. And anyways, you can hold it there. And then if you're up here and you're defending this corridor, yeah, right here, where the computers are and stuff. If you're holding that corridor, and they have an Uber below you, you just wait for them to finish, and then you drop down with your Uber, and you can clean them up. So if you can deathmatch, and if you can get your team up here quickly enough without wiping, because it's a little hard to get up there, It's really brutal. You can waste several minutes, and maybe even keep them from capping by just holding this little choke point. And they're not going to be willing to go in without their medic up the steps, and they're not going to be willing to go in without their medic because of sentries. That being said, that's really difficult, and when it breaks down, you just hold the corner like everybody would normally do. You know, come out the spawn, and then hold the corner.
It's a tough part to get to the final cap. Like I only know this from pub experience, but I mean, of course everyone turtles it. I mean, your demo Ubers, your heavy Ubers, people attacking from below, people attacking from behind.
Yeah, the attackers are given as much as they can. I mean, there's all these different entry points. There's an up top, there's an underneath, there's a straight in, so, anyways, I think we can probably. Do you want to talk about the 10,000 there, Finn?
Sure. I loved it. I was sitting in a spectate, just minding my own business, when I realized the other team was using in-game chat. So I might have peeked in and I might have listened to what they were talking about.
Hey, don't show the match. Okay, so you're in-game chat?
So most people don't use in-game chat. But for some reason, the people were watching this week were. And I just thought it was a great little bit of sarcasm and humor right in the beginning of the match. So if you want to turn on their chats and just listen to them talk a little bit about which side they're going to go to.
So 10,000?
10,000. That's basically like they all get into the server, and then right away they decide that they need to go blue.
So after this, we're going to cast the match.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a little bit of humor. I don't know if it's just me, I kind of have a crude sense of humor, but I found this to be hilarious. Can you hear their mics?
I enabled voice.
Thank you, Doctor.
Just want to start the match and then do it at the end.
Sure, we can fiddle with that later.
Heads up!
So I went ahead and I loaded to 34,000, and I'm ready to hit resume whenever you guys are.
Just count down.
You ready, Finn?
Loading it up.
Show the world.
Alright, ready when you guys are.
All right, I'm going to count down. 3, 2, 1, resume.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Would you like to introduce the team, Mukau?
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
I'm hearing voice chat now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You want to pause?
No, it's good. It's good. I need to... Having a little bit of technical difficulties, but I think I got it.
It's okay.
What we have here is blue team. I'm sorry, BG stands for... What is this team? TT $.
Attention. 5 minutes left in the
I didn't do good enough research. They're coming out. They have a good solid push on the cart. They're not really flanking well yet.
But they're just staying together.
Yeah, Stu has a good... the Tater Squad is who they are. Stu's got a good place for a Wrangled Sentry. Potato Guy is doing a good job just spamming it up. The combo comes around and is trying to get on the cart, and they are being stymied by Stu's level 3 sentry. He looks like he's going to run out of ammo soon. There. Well, it looks like they absorbed some pressure. I mean, really, if you could spend a couple minutes here, that's as good as you need.
Yeah. I mean, you aren't going to hold this point the whole game, but as long as you can milk that clock, I mean, that just plays in your benefit.
All right, Blue has Uber. They use it. Looks like FITH sprung just a second earlier with a pyro. Sandhorn's getting beat up by a pyro. That was a good kill. He came out from behind. Yeah, the flanking pyro is always deadly. Now, Blue has kind of grabbed control of the area, and I'm thinking that Red is, before they wipe, they back up, and they do that. They do a good job. Look at them on the hill. That's a good strat. They have their heavy classes. Teleporter's right out in the open, but you really don't need a teleporter here. That's probably from the last cap. Anyways. Alright, Zidium is buzzing around and needlessly dies. I would have liked to have seen Zidium back up and regroup. He's not going to take their whole team on.
No. Something that I thought was really, really nice of Tater Tots to do was just like the whole... If you notice the whole team, they're all together.
Yeah, they really are working well together. Oh, it's going to be a good... Oh. I thought it was going to be a good stab there. Science had a good approach, but the sniper has Spydar. As he turned around, he just knew. I haven't been pestered by a spy yet.
It's almost like a sixth sense.
All right. Now, Blue Team's doing something I don't like. They're all in the little house, and they could... With the right demoing, they could get spammed out of there. They use their Uber. You know what I don't see is CoinOp getting enough Ubers. CoinOp drops. They're going to easily capture this. Science is found. Space Cat's left trying to defend.
The best thing he can do is just pull back to the next point and regroup. I mean, he cannot, like... They took down the whole FITH team, basically, except for Power, Zidium, and Space Cat.
Right. Now, I wonder if in their match comms they're actually saying that, too, because once you know that you've wiped, everybody can go real aggressive, you know, and that's what they're doing here. But here's something I don't like. Look, the heavy classes should be going forward and hampering. You don't want to see your heavy pushing a cart.
No. I also noticed that their heavy is also really, really overextending. There are a lot of times that this medic is dropping back and healing someone else, which is perfectly fine, but that gives it perfect opportunity for a soldier to jump in and bomb him.
Yeah, and there it goes. Heavy got separated from the medic. Medic is still hanging on, though. We have a Uber advantage here. FITH is wiped again. Stu's the only one up. And they have 9900% Uber. Let's look what we have going on the last hold. Oh, wow.
FITH doesn't have anything up.
Nothing up. The Uber comes in. That was premature on the Uber. I would have held back, actually.
Wait for them and at least push out.
Yeah, you want your cart to catch up with you.
But I think this is definitely an eye-opener for FITH, because they are up in their face, pushing their spawn.
Yeah, no doubt. All good spawn camping.
Oh, yeah.
And the support classes, very well, pushing the cart. Almost cap. Xandor gets out, uses up 2/3 of his health on the mini. What do we have going on here with the The Tater engineer only has a teleporter. He's not really got a sentry or a dispenser to help out yet. That's because he died. He was pushing the cart. Level 1 sentry up finally for Stu. Can you see his door is closed now and a little stop hand sign?
Yeah.
I think that's why most people don't know it's there, is because when they think about this point, they go out and they know they can't go that way.
Well, also that capture point, like from the second to third, it's a very, very short time if you have a good team.
Coin op has 60%. That's not enough advantage. They need to play very passively. Unfortunately, they're a little bit active. They're holding that corner. Coin op runs for his life. Makes it to spawn. It's too late. Look at this whole team on the cart. Zidium fighting for his life. He does well. Let's see. 6:29 is a very fast time. You have to think about it like this isn't like in a pub where it's using the configs in its competitive mode. So you have exactly 6:29 to push the cart. There's no overtime. Yeah, I was telling, I think Zanhorn was listening to us. He wants me to pick on him more, you know.
Stop leaving your medic. All right.
I try not to pick on anybody, you know. Let's see, what do we have going on here? They're setting up now.
I'm just kidding, Zenharm. I love you.
Engineers looking a little more aggressive. Sometimes you can set up a wrangled sentry here and you can raise some havoc. It is going to be a non-mini sentry,
10 seconds.
not gunslinger today.
5,
He doesn't have it set up very quickly, though. Have you ever seen suicides where people go and die for the engineers so that their guns are there for metal?
Yeah, I think it's. Did they just do that?
No.
Okay. I mean, that's way too late. They just started the match.
The engineer could have really benefited from that. Now he's finally getting his stuff up. He had a little bit of slow build.
I think I was listening to their communication, and they were talking about that. They were talking about suicides, and the engineer was like, just don't worry about it. Just soldier, have the whip, hit me a couple times, get me there quick, and I'll build up.
attention.
And,
All right.
Left.
So defending, Fifth had hit their Uber several seconds later, and because they had that advantage, they were able to hold back. But like smart people, I'm sorry, I got him backwards. Like I'm a good live streamer, huh?
obviously.
Fifth popped first, but they got back into their spawn and didn't get too damaged by it. Kodama's at 52%, Coin Op 82%. Bitterman's chasing Science around. Science is pestering people. Zidium almost dead. He makes it out alive. Look at this sniper Rex. He's just so dominant. He's just like right up there in the front. There's gonna be a spy behind Fifth. Yeah, he goes down. So let's see what we have. We have not much of a top hold for the Taters. Coin Out pushes in with this uber advantage and destroys any semblance of a base. Zanhorn's getting all the love from the medic and still isn't top fragging. Space Cat's having a good one. Fifth not so opposed. The spy's behind the sniper barracks or the sniper battlements. I wonder if he's going to come out, and he is behind the cart now. He gets one stab on Powers, gets another on Science. Wait, spies don't kill spies.
Why exactly don't spies kill spies?
It's
Never understood that logic.
Gentleman's agreement.
If I played spy, I would backstab every single one I came across.
Well, that's a statement about you, not the rule. Oh, nice. The red pyro went ahead and blew several people off the edge.
Omega somehow made it out of there, though.
Support classes on cart, again, very good form. Heavy classes pushing the corner. They need to watch watching it too much. He needs to be checking over his left shoulder because at any time people are going to drop down. Taters use their Uber, and they do not get the pick on coin op. He's still 79, 80%. Oh man, Joe Young is just doing a great job pushing people off. Unfortunately, that whole push. Okay, we have a sapped level 3 sentry. They're going to bring it down. Joe Young did good to push people off, but Taters wiped. They're just now starting to get spawns, and the demo and medic combo do a pretty good job getting in their face. Space Cat getting driven a little bit. I wonder if CoinOp's been listening to us talk.
Maybe. Hopefully. I'm starting to see a lot more Uber demos.
Yeah, it was a good form.
Yeah. I'm really excited. Maybe he's starting to do Uber demos. Maybe next he'll start doing crits demo.
Taters have a level 2 up top, and it's wrangled. Support classes are trying to push it in. I don't think they'll get it.
Spike got a sap on it.
No, and again, I mean, if anything, Joe Young's exciting. He's pushed like 5 people off and killed them.
Fifth got it.
Fifth wins. Round 1 taken by Fifth. So what do we have? Kodama, Potato Guy, Joe Young, Dirty Dan, Biederman. I don't think a lot of these players, I don't think I've played with these players. Nobody's really sticking out. Nobody's strong. You know, like, you don't have the guy getting 100 and other people getting 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking across, and many of the scores are about the same for both teams.
Shows a nice balanced team.
It really does, yeah. I'm surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised. Both teams are using very good strategies. The potato defense on that last, they didn't even cover their flanks, which would have they needed somebody up top. But it turned out that FITH just kind of powered in and deathmatched their way through that last cap point. All right, we got a bunch of people screwing around now. You were watching it. Do you have any idea how long this lasts?
It's quite a bit. If you turn on the chats for blue, you're gonna sit there and listen. Like they went through and they critiqued the whole last round. They were like, "What do we do good? What do we do bad?" And I was really excited to see a team do this. Because a lot of, like, when I play, I know I just play pugs, but they're just like, "Oh, we messed up. Well, what are we gonna do to fix that?" And most people don't care. Most people are like, "We're just gonna win the next round." They don't actually sit down and be like, "This is where we messed up at." So I don't know if you can focus on that anyhow, but I really enjoyed the communication. This probably went for a couple of minutes.
Okay. Let's see, we could talk a little bit about match comms. When you're playing against a high-level sniper, especially your slow class, like myself, I play heavy, the calls for sniper, you need to really, perk your ears up. You need to always know where the sniper is, because if they say sniper, sniping this area, you go the other way. It's just so easy for a great sniper to just pick you off 10 out of 10 times. Same time, you need to let your sniper know where their sniper is, so that he can do a good job of lining up and getting him. I like to hear, typically, obviously, calls for spy, and some teams, like let's say that the Tater demo Potato Guy, let's say he was brutalizing the team. He was just like, every time he got around, like 4 people died. You could call focuses on him, and you could always just say demo's on the right, demo's in the tunnel, demo's here, and you can maybe extinguish a player that's hot in that manner. I really like calls for demo down, soldier down, obviously medic down, or even medic weak, demo weak, soldiers lit, because then you know if you're gonna pick your targets, you have 4 people that you can shoot at. You pick the guy that's almost dead.
Also, I see a lot of snipers calling to that too. Like this with the specific damage also.
Yeah, like heavy headshot, or yeah, whatever.
Like a demo took 75 or 50 or something like that, letting you know like they're hurt, they're really hurt, or blow on them and they'll die.
I like medics doing a lot of talking because they're usually closest to the action. Some teams will have other players do the calls, but like if I'm not up with them, then I if I'm calling, I can't obviously make good calls. So I like medics making calls. Good medics will say, okay, heavy demo, you're with me, soldier, sniper, pyro, go left top. And I really like it when medics give enough notice for the slower classes to make sure that they're coming in at the same time with Ubers and crits. Too many times you see like that Uber happen and they kill 3 people, but if your whole team had been there with that Uber, they would have just cleaned up because there's chaos, there's weak players that can just be finished off by a couple bullets.
Yeah. What do you think about communications from pyros? Because you don't hear pyros communicate anything.
Just a standard. So and so's weak. So and so's lit. Spy is medic. Probably not Spy's medic. Usually don't see Highlander Spies going medic.
Do you think a pyro is one of the key classes out of the 9?
Pyro is the most thankless class. Yes, my favorite pyros I played with in Highlander it's completely different than pubs. They hang around. They just spray medics. They kill when they can, but in Highlander, your medic and his Uber is worth like 4 deaths or 5 deaths on your team. And you can see that it's all about, if you watch these games, it's all about advantage. When you gain advantage, your team goes forward. When you lose advantage, your team wipes.
Yeah.
It's fun on Koth. Koth maps are even more fun because it's like a back and forth seesaw, and you have to try to, the team if they're even, like these teams are pretty even, you have this situation where the Uber happens to red, and then red will take the point, and then it happens for blue, and blue will take the point, and you just seesaw back and forth. But if blue can get a medic pick, like a headshot or a stab, they lost 1 cycle, which means maybe a minute,
Mm-hmm.
So do you know... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go on. No, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to talk about the ship behind the spawn. It's the Royal.
What?
FITH had a scavenger hunt once, and that was one of the questions on the scavenger hunt. The ship that appears behind the attacking spawn has a name. What's the name?
I don't know. I didn't know it was a ship.
It's a nice ship.
What?
It's the Royal. Yeah. There's icebergs too. It's a little hard to see on the Twitch screen. That says Royal.
Is it in the skybox?
Yeah.
It is. It's a skybox shape.
Alright. To the skybox I go.
Oh. Yeah, we can do that. We can find the skybox. Oh, now I'm not going to find...
Yeah, I can't find it now. I'm lost.
Oh, yeah. Nighthawk found the skybox. Darn you.
I had no idea. What else was the scavenger hunt with?
It had like a couple pictures, like, where have you seen this? And you had to like get a screenshot of yourself there. So people had to like remember in maps where things were and load up the map and then quick get a screenshot of one of their members standing by the stupid poster that has the picture of the knife. The knife in the mountain, which is from steel.
Can they do it again? Because that sounds like fun.
It was cool. I think the people that won got like some swag.
TF2 swag.
Mission begins.
I think round two
Most
started.
expensive.
Round 2 starting. Let's see. I bet that they have the same defense as before. Let's see if they get their suicides. No suicides.
I never realized how hard of a first point this is to build on.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Meanwhile, Fifth is all jumping around, trying to peek through the wire mesh to figure out where the traps are. Did the demo lay traps? He laid them up above the door, on the right.
Only 3 though.
Mission begins in
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like sometimes you can have you can have some good traps, and you have your spy have cloak and dagger, and he can say ready to det 1, 2, 3 det, and you can. It's like he's standing there watching it, but he's like undercover. Fifth pushes out. They're not really utilizing their flanks well, at least not yet.
Powers lost a sniper battle.
Oh, medic drop. Coin-Up got stabbed by Dirty Dan. That was a key stab. Again, now you see what happens is Taters have 100% on the meta gun, and they can just duck back and just passively defend, because when they need it, they can use the meta gun. Fifth lost about a half a minute to a minute based on that. And it's a game of seconds. Fifth comes out. I guess we'd call this a slow push. Coin-Op, very weak, 35%. And, yep, Heavy takes out Coin-Op. Ting-tangle. And a brutal death of Zidium, held up in the air by a minigun.
I know you're playing offensive, but I think that Zanharm should have played a little bit more defensively. At least until he got 3/4 of the way to his Uber.
Right, let me watch what Zanhorn's doing. He's peeking. He's big time peeking, and the sniper probably has a good view of him, unless his team has called the sniper down. Sniper is still up, but he's being harassed. He's in the what I would call like the noob sniper place. Zanhorn does do a good job protecting his medic from the spy. And they are all dropping because of a wrangled level 1 sentry. Support classes, Gary Busey, very smart, cerebral player. He's pushing the cart. And it looks like Red hasn't really noticed yet, or they don't care.
Red has the Uber.
Care. As does
Science
Blue.
getting some annoyance.
Here's the face-off. Whoever pulls the trigger first on the Uber is going to essentially lose out. Zanhorn, very dominant. He's right out there in front. This is a situation now where they've taken the top of the hill, and the next will cap. Red uses their Uber first. And there goes Coin-Op with his demo.
Nice double Uber right there.
Yeah.
Giving the demo the protection he needs, but at the same time giving it to the heavy so the heavy can do his damage. Good Uber.
Exactly. We're working on that today. Backing out from one point and trying not to wipe. We kind of had, like, on the first cap, a passive hold where our medic would be glad to go forward with 2 heavy classes, but no more, because he knows he can go halfway through his Uber. He can start turning tail and running and keep on flashing 2 players, and we'd all make it out. The spy is behind the cart, but he's detected. Fifth has a good solid push going on here.
They really do. I'm excited that the Pyro stayed on the card too. Spy check. I think when Red Team was pushing, the Pyro went up with a combo.
Oh, here's where their Pyro does really good. Watch this. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. I love this guy.
But they took him down, so at least they'll get a couple seconds of rest.
He's not exactly top fragging, but man, that is fun. You gotta do that.
It's on maps like this where you can push people off. It's not about top fragging. It's about just getting underneath the person and getting them so angry at you. Hightower does that to me.
Alright, so we have kind of a standard holding position. You can see there's a weakness. I don't see Red really covering the top area across from the spawn. But I also don't see Fifth really interested in flanking too heavily. Maybe that's a point where they could improve. They could work on their flanking, getting some soldiers up there to take out the sentries from distance. Yeah, direct hits allowed.
Well, Fifth isn't. Yeah, you said they aren't flanking. They aren't flanking above. They aren't touching below.
They're sticking together, which is good, but you know that. Okay, yeah, Tater is covering the top now, and some Omega's flanked up top. Tintangle isn't really clearing out well enough. They did try to have a top hold. We'll see if Red does well with this. Oh, excellent stabs by Dirty Dan. And shoots. Kills Coin Op with a bullet.
Aw, he popped the crits for nothing.
Oh. It doesn't quite matter. I think they still don't have too much advantage. Yeah, they still have 19. Make that 45%. He must have just chopped somebody. All right,
Where's Red
Fifth.
Sentry?
It's just standard point. Oh, it disappeared.
Is he moving it somewhere? I don't see it. No, he went down. I'm sorry.
Okay. Fifth seems like they're of two minds. They're thinking about going top. They're thinking about going straight. My son and I were playing this in a pub the other day, and you have to be really careful because you're tempted to build Uber right around the corner here, and a crit demo will just wipe a team over and over and over again.
No, I got into an argument with someone today about crits versus Uber around that corner. Say someone is put a sentry gun in the normal spot. Maybe there's two of them. Crits or Uber? Which one?
If you're attacking, you have to have Uber.
But crits would do the same amount of damage. I mean, crits would take out the engineer right away.
And a good slow push. Straight up the middle. I would attack that with Uber because it's just brutal getting killed by a level 1 rankled sentry will kill you.
Seconds.
Also, I mean, if your medic is watching his watch, he can get out alive as well, so that you don't need to. You jump in the middle of that fray with a medic on crits, and you're hurt.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
I see it saying setup. Is it paused?
Yeah, I think they were switching out a player.
Oh, okay. Red getting into position.
Which I don't understand what they needed a deposit for.
Yeah, the server is lagging. I'm seeing people citizen around. You have to move your legs when you walk, guys. There, they started. Okay, 646. Oh, God.
Their scoot earlier in the game was hitting 500 ping.
Yeah, it's settled down. Everybody has good pings. The scout's at 92. I wonder where he's from. 92 is typically what I'd see West Coast.
5, 4, 3, 2.
This is a Chicago server, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Tater has their work cut out for him. They need to be pushing the cart almost continually. Again, look at the support classes on the cart. Zandhorn is really exposing himself.
He needs to come back and stay with the medic, because the pyro spy checking and doing what he needs to do. But Zandhorn's really the one who's supposed to be there, not just soaking up the Ubers.
Yeah, today he is. I mean, a lot of times he gets it done that way, though, right? He just, has a hose full of bullets and just sprays it. And if it's doing the job. Now look at this. The Tintangle's coming out by himself on the left side. He decides better of it. This is like the isolated heavy roaming. He should get taken advantage of like nothing. He gets away with it. All right. Well, I can't see CoinOp's Uber. For some reason, it's off my screen. Kodama has 42. They just slow push without Uber and they get it.
CoinOps is at 93.
Oh, nice. Dirty Dan gets a stab on Zandhorn. There's a face stab. That was the best kind. And Taters have definitely taken the hill, and they have X3 on the cart. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but X3 is really as fast as you can get. You can have like X5 on the cart; it doesn't go any faster. Now, some map makers have made it so you have more people on the cart; it goes faster, but I don't like them.
Hey.
Isn't Beerable one of them?
I had to get the dig in. So having X3 on the cart makes a lot of sense. When you see like 10 people on the cart, it's kind of funny because it's like, well, number one, you can't have 10 people, and number two, they're gonna get demoed or whatever, and there's no reason for it. They should spread out.
One crit sticky takes out the whole cart.
So I'm trying to see if we have many or any of the people from Taters in chat. I honestly don't know who won. So it's exciting for me. Finn knows.
I'm not gonna tell him though.
No spoilers.
Spoiler alert, I win.
Oh wow. Tater's losing valuable time. The cart's moving backwards. The hill has been taken up. CoinOp has advantage. Kodama's at 5%, just spawned. That cart's got to be moving. This is not looking good for them. They need to have a rally here.
Attention. 5 minutes left in the mission.
Science gets the, I guess, a sniper. He was getting a little aggressive there. Is that Bitterman? Is he a sniper? He's the engineer. My bad. Oh, and that Uber was not good. They did not get the medic. They didn't really wipe any. Oh, they did get the medic. Kodama was down. That's about all they got. I would have held on to that. They didn't need to use it. Now here's where strategy plays into it. It almost takes 2 minutes to move the cart from there to the end. They only need to delay 39 seconds. And then they can all just go, like, hang out and spawn. Not that would be sportsmanlike. So I would really play passively. Dirty Dan is behind the medic. He dies. So I would like to see FITH play really passively right now. They almost have won it at this point. Oh, Gary Busey. Gary Busey's, I saw the sentry push him off, but Busey must have got him on fire. Just shot the player clear across the map. Rex is sniping. Here's a good spot for Rex.
I have to
Science
say,
finds him.
Gary's been doing a really good job this whole match, spy checking and staying with the combo and keeping everyone blown out and pushing everyone back.
Absolutely.
I mean, there were
Okay.
there were a few backstabs, but I mean there wasn't anything you can do about it.
You know, on the other side, Science is usually up towards the top of the frags, and he's having a difficult time as well today. Maybe it's because their sniper has Spydar. Oh! Inji almost capped.
Or it's because Lucky has to pee. I'm not sure which.
Now, what I'd like to see Zidium do is get that teleporter. Yeah, he found it. And he got it.
60 seconds.
55 seconds. This is good game. Desperate Demo jumps in. Swinging a caber. Dies. That's so sad.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
And this is just good old-fashioned death match. You see the shape broke down. Everybody's just running around killing people. They know it's one at this point.
Mission ends in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Victory.
Fifth wins. Good game. People are saying BG, BG, but I don't believe that. Takeaways. Fifth was running their Ubers on Space Cat more on the demo.
I think Tater Tots did a really, really good job their first push. I just wish they could have kept up the teamwork and the push in the other rounds.
Yeah, they were really organized. That first push was. I thought Fifth was in trouble.
When I was watching the first time, I couldn't believe that Fifth actually came back and won that. But all around, it was a really good game.
Yeah. I think the Tater Tots guys did a good job sticking together, teamwork. I think both teams had pretty solid strats, right? I mean, we saw the support classes pushing the card almost the whole time. We saw the heavy classes clashing and pushing back because you can't let them set up. So the attacking was good, and the defending, maybe not as much defending as I would have liked to have seen. I didn't see anybody really get held up except maybe at this second point.
I agree with you. But even that was short-lived once the demos got to it.
Yeah, do we wanna try to get some of this audio going through the 10,000?
Yeah.
People are like, yes, I gotta hear the match comms.
We're missing another game.
So I guess we're
Take it to, if you haven't already gone there, take it to like 9750.
Wow, did you figure that out on your own? No, it took me a bunch of scientists because, you know, it's really complicated stuff, man.
Just like your opinion, man.
Okay, so like most people will actually use
Use the whip.
TeamSpeak or Mumble. With regards to Mumble, it gives you less latency, and so I was surprised to see a team actually using match comms. Not only that, I don't want our team watching my demo and listening to me. So we're kind of invading their privacy, but you know, that's what we do.
Me because I need
Sorry,
it
guys.
badly.
Whip beats
Okay,
until he
so
gets it.
frying pan or hit?
Don't use the
We're poor.
escape
If
plan.
you're gonna use your melee, use the escape plan at least.
Please.
It's all good. Well, the mumble is
defense,
free,
use
but
the whip and
the
whip
servers
me.
aren't exactly free. So I get what you're saying there.
Sniper might
Um,
be on the rocks.
Anyways,
Does anybody have an escape?
I don't really. Is it coming through? Am I talking over
I
it?
do.
Yeah.
Okay,
What do we
please
do
fire.
about the sniper? Okay, just send me a trade.
Rex, you gotta fix your audio for communication.
well. What do we do about the sniper? Last sniper me.
Honestly, Rex should be sniping him. If he can handle it, Dan should be focusing him as well.
Okay, should we not push out? Like, should Kodo not push out until we have him down? Wait, never mind.
So when we first start,
Looks like I
so when we
scrapped
first
it or
start the
something.
offense, guys, listen, listen. So when we first start the offense, push up left side. Koda, stay in spot. I think we should just try and force their Uber.
Should Lucky use the buff banner or what?
No.
He's not gonna stay alive that long.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's I
Sorry, I'm here.
Oh, you wrecked her confidence.
think their sniper's kinda
Nah,
good.
I wasn't there to begin.
Your demo's decent. He's not as good as me. Can't really tell right now.
How much time before we get going?
We can start right now.
I would say like
but
5 minutes.
Everyone know what they're
but-
doing. Everyone know what they're doing?
So I
Because we can
stay in
start.
spawn. And spawn until we have people down.
Okay, we ready, guys? Dan, you can push up right. Don't push
What?
up
Push
left
up
side.
right?
because
To
that's-
record.
Which?
Oh yeah, record.
Oh yes, record. I'm actually gonna record right now. Okay, so
what
what
we
side
got.
do I push up? What side do I push?
I'm here.
Push up right side, because left side is where we're mostly gonna be.
Okay, so you're gonna go left, I'm gonna go right.
Can you hear
Got
me,
it.
guys?
I'm going left.
No, no one can hear you, Rex.
Focus the sniper
Yeah,
please, from the start.
You got some bass going on, but yeah. You
Okay, I'll make sure to get that sniper then. What do you say? 3 more
Yeah.
minutes, then we begin?
Sure.
It's kind of unreasonable just because they're Easter. Right, but
Why aren't we start? Yeah, what's the problem?
I don't know.
Joe, please spy check.
Boredom.
I got you.
Do you guys want me
I'll
pushing
stay
left
on
side?
the combo and be boring.
So who should I heal
So
first?
if I can't get up on that ledge on defense, then I will use that backup spot.
Yeah, but it's more likely to get checked, so beware.
Be careful for their
Alright,
scout.
I will try.
Spy check all around to start, Joe, blah blah blah. If you guys want, I could keep a jump to medic.
For the love of Christ,
Lucky,
stop
get out
fucking
here.
eating.
Sniper on the left.
Your mic.
Sniper on the left. I'm eating then.
I don't know about. I'm not. I haven't eaten all
Spy
day.
scout, spy scout. Jesus
I gotta
Christ, go
wrangle
away! Go away!
Sniper's looking at it. Oh my god.
I
took a shot
for
for you.
I told you.
We're not bad.
I told you.
I was backing up. I took a shot for you.
The sniper. Oh god, this
This is gonna require some.
tacos.
This is a good push. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's the worst push ever.
The sniper's right there. He's looking at us right there.
Okay. Okay, Uber Rex in.
I can't blame her. If I was playing Echoes, I would totally pick the tacos over the game.
For the hill alive, I would get the sentry.
Pushing up. They're pushing up. They have Uber. They popped.
Abu! Abu! Oh, the science guy is guy. What are you doing?
Oh my god.
Lucky, stop fucking eating.
I'm not eating right now! Come on!
We're the best. We're the best.
I walk down and I see red too.
Gave up. I think we all have. But I
Give
don't
up,
know.
guys.
Well, obviously Lucky gave up.
Well, Grant gave up after the first round. I'm sorry.
I know,
We
so did
had
I.
a chance. We totally had a chance until Coda.
Great. Drive push. We're going now.
Hey, don't.
Okay, guys, we got this. We got this. I got this, guys. It worked out.
Dado, you suck.
Oh
Nice
my
shot,
god,
Rex.
Rex! The plate!
Spot.
Come on, guys, let's get on the cart.
Screw the cart with spot.
Hell, Jesus!
There's no way we're gonna be able to make it in time.
You need to learn to heal, Kodo.
Shut up. I heal just fine.
Use weapon.
Chuck!
Oh,
Potato behind you!
oh, is there a spy? Thank you for telling me.
Oh, anytime.
They're coming in with an Uber.
This is so close.
That's like every spy call
I
we
want to
have.
keep her in. I'm gonna keep her in after, okay?
Caber, yeah. Guys, I wasted their Uber.
Well, I give up.
Sure.
That's hot.
Okay, I'm gonna keep her in. You
Shut
guys
up,
have to cover
Lucky.
me, okay?
Oh, spy
You got,
down.
Go there, you got Buffy, and I'm gonna keep her in.
Where are you?
And you have to Uber Rex. You have to Uber Rex. I'm behind you. You have enough time to charge an Uber. Don't die, we have to Uber Rex in. Yeah, I'm going.
Oh my god. No.
Oh, we're not. We're not actually.
Oh my god. Oh, that was awesome.
Well, I think
Shot there, Ray. You're
give
so
up.
embarrassed.
Oh, Rex.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
I'm
the best.
I'm too dead to be Ubered.
I'm going again,
I'm too
guys.
handsome to die.
Uber Rex in, hurry. You have to Uber and throw that. Oh, it's not enough.
Mission ends in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He wouldn't 1v1 me. He's too scared.
How'd I get top score?
I kept cabering.
Because you get points for pointing at people and holding that point.
Okay. Okay, Lucky, now you can go eat
Okay.
and whatever.
Okay, we have three notes. We have two
blame
notes,
science.
okay. Note number 1, back up. Note number 2, use Uber. Thank you.
And if Lucky ever does that again, I'm probably gonna strangle her.
Alright, I gotta go.
She do eat food?
that
She
weird
start to
noise.
eat and just go AFK.
Note number, no eating while playing in the UGC. I'm sorry.
I eat while playing, but I'm a pro.
Note number 4, Coda. Good people, good. Like, as you're walking out, look behind you every once in a while, so you can heal the people.
Alright, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. You know, so these guys... I need to mute myself. I'm hearing my echoing in the live stream. Closing it out. Wow, what good match comms. What amazing players! What a fun map! What a fun team! It's too bad we should have been playing some of the fifth audio too, because I'm sure they had their moments, but I certainly don't think they're as fun.
Not as funny, but entertaining, maybe.
Entertaining, maybe. Okay, well, I think it's time to sign off. We probably will do this again next week, I'm guessing. And Ninja Mukau here, and I'll go ahead and hand it over. Finn?
All right, bye guys.
Have a good night.